Welcome to Current Chatter, the place where we dive into the latest news and happenings going on around the world. Join mother and son duo Kota and Losa as they engage in lively debates over current affairs and anything else that sparks a discussion. With diverse perspectives and a bit of fun, you never know what topics will come up next. Tune in every Friday afternoon for your weekly dose of Current Chatter.
Up, you beautiful people. It is Friday afternoon. You know what that means. It is Current Chatter time. As always, I'm here with Mama. Mama, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent this week. How are you today, Dakota?
I'm doing all right. I won $30 today, and then I let Rin scratch 2 of my tickets, and they didn't win anything. And they were like, "Go get me more tickets." And I said, "All right." So
done. Done.
Right, I went and grabbed them a couple more tickets, and hopefully they do a little better on those ones. I grabbed my favorites.
It's addicting.
It's a problem.
Little bit.
But I have started drinking again, which is everything's right in the world now. So
feels better.
I do feel better.
Feels like the stars have aligned correctly.
Right? Yeah, exactly. They have. It's been a week, hasn't it?
It has been a week in the news. It is every single day. It's been something.
One thing or another. Yeah, it's just been a wild week. Do we want to go over what happened on Wednesday?
I will let you take the lead, and I will chime in as needed.
So Wednesday, what's his name? Christian Kirk?
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk was shot and killed at a gathering in, I think, Orem, Utah,
Correct.
In front of quite a few hundred people.
2,000, 2,000 to 3,000.
Yeah, I think the suspect at this time still remains at large. They have theories, but they don't exactly know what has happened.
Exactly.
The shot was 200 yards away, which is a pretty long shot.
I think today that they redid it as it's about 150, and
okay.
It was a downward shot, which means that it feels a little bit closer than 150 if you're shooting down.
Okay, so they probably were aiming for his lights out on his forehead, and the bullet dropped.
Something,
and
whatever they were aiming at, they connected with, and the world lost a voice. Kota, whether we agreed with what he said or not, lost a strong voice that resonated with youth.
Did it? Is that how you're taking this?
I think that he did have a voice that resonated with youth. I think
truly,
yeah, I truly am. I truly believe that.
That sucks to hear. That hurts.
Like, Kota, I'm not saying that I believe in what he was saying and that but he had a voice. Like, everybody has the right to be heard.
Yeah, and so did Hitler, but he killed 2 million people.
Charlie Kirk didn't kill 2 billion people, Kota.
I understand that, but you're saying that because he had a voice, he had a right to say what he said.
Free speech in America.
Okay, that's fair, but that hurts me that you would stand up for this person.
I would stand up for you just as much as I would stand up for him, Kota.
Would you? Because that's like
for
that's
your right to be heard. Yes.
By someone that was actively fighting against my rights.
Kota, you deserve to be heard, and I would say the same thing to Charlie Kirk. You deserve to be heard. It may not be what everybody wants to hear, but he said, if you disagree with me, I want to talk to you. Because I want to be able to know what's going on, and I want to be able to speak and talk to other, I'm losing my train of thought here. But you deserve to be heard. I deserve to be heard. He deserved to be heard. And violence is never the answer. Regardless of what you're saying, violence is never the answer.
He himself did say that part of gun violence comes with the Second Amendment. So he's part of what he was talking about. He right. On air said that.
Oh, I'm not going to argue that. I didn't hear that quote from him, but I have read about it since the tragedy yesterday. Kota, don't you think that people deserve to be heard?
I'm not fighting for whether or not people deserve to be heard. I think some of the things that people say shouldn't be heard. I'll be honest. I didn't like Charlie Kirk. I'm not sad that he's gone.
Right.
The way that he went onto college campuses felt manipulative. He gaslit young students who didn't have the life experiences to push back. He threw out his famous Prove Me Wrong challenge, and it wasn't about real dialogue, really, in my opinion. It was about winning it was about winning a gotcha moment, because a lot of the things that you would see on TikTok or whatnot was how he was throwing someone down. But again, he's arguing with these people who, and I'm not saying that...
Who don't have a voice yet. They don't have voices yet.
But I thought all their voices mattered. You just said that all their voices mattered.
I didn't say that they didn't matter, Dakota. I said that they don't have a full-fledged voice yet because of their age.
Yeah.
I didn't say that they didn't deserve to be heard.
And his views on the LGBTQIA plus people, they weren't just...
Dakota, his views are very, very, very biblically oriented. He goes off of the Bible verbatim. So if you go off of the Bible verbatim, then the sexual orientation of people is biblically wrong.
No, he's going off of a book that someone wrote and doing it in his own way. He is taking what he's reading from a book and manipulating it into a way that is hurtful and degrading. What he said wasn't just disagreeable, they were hurtful, mama. He called transgender identity lies that hurt people and abuse kids, and even said trans people are an abomination. That kind of rhetoric doesn't just stay in speeches. It fuels hate and violence. So
well, it fuels exactly what happened yesterday.
Wait, exactly.
No.
But
we agree on that.
What I can say is that I feel bad for his family. I believe that his young child, had to watch what happened. That should never happen. They've lost a son, a brother, and that grief is real. For him personally, I don't care. What I do care about is his death possibly being treated like a major turning point in gun violence conversation.
I don't think I don't know if it's going to change gun violence, but I think that it's going to change some of the, rhetoric. What is rhetoric the right word? Of how we interact with each other. Like,
well,
for example,
okay.
You and I are having a discussion. We can discuss this and know at the end that we still love each other. Ultimately, that was one of his goals. It was to get people like you and me who are completely on different ends of the spectrum to talk.
Okay, if that's how you feel his goal was, that's totally your opinion. I don't feel the same. I think it's not going to be about the shooting itself. I think it's because Charlie Kirk was a white Christian cisgendered male. When really gun violence should have been a turning point a long time ago. You have Columbine 99, Sandy Hook in 2012, where 20 first graders were murdered. Charleston 2015, 9 black churchgoers gunned down. Pulse, where 49 LGBTQIA people were killed. Las Vegas, during that country show, I think like 70 people died.
Right.
Parkland 2018, 15 high schoolers and teachers died. In El Paso, 23 Latinos shot in a Walmart. Buffalo, 2022, 10 black people were killed in a grocery store just shopping. All of those should have been.
Kota.
All of those should have been enough, and yet it's still happening.
It is happening. I 100% agree with that. Every tragedy that we have should have been the tragedy before we decided to make a difference. And it's not, and it just keeps happening and happening and happening.
Like, do you know what happened in Evergreen, Colorado yesterday?
That wasn't a young girl died?
It was 2 students were shot and wounded. The suspect later died, but the story barely made a ripple because of the national spotlight on Charlie. Kids are getting shot in classrooms. That should matter.
It does.
But it doesn't, at least not like what they're giving Charlie. And do you remember a few months ago in Minnesota, what happened with the 2 Democrats?
Yeah, and it just has to be, at some point, somebody has to stop and say this is enough. And it's time to discuss instead of kill each other. But my question is why do we have so much hatred that makes people want to pick up a gun and commit heinous crimes in the first place?
Again, I think it really comes down to mental awareness and mental health. Like, I truly do think it comes down to mental health.
Well, yeah. I would agree with you on that. More mental health it's not a bad thing. I don't think that it's a bad thing.
And my issue with the Charlie thing is it's like all of these other things that have happened haven't, in my eyes, sparked the same kind of outcry. The contrast says a lot about those tragedies moving one needle and other tragedies that don't. Like, I mourn the countless lives before Charlie, the children, the black churchgoers, the LGBTQIA community members, the elected officials, the Latinos. Those deaths didn't count enough to make change. And that's where I feel like the real tragedy is here. So no, I don't mourn Charlie Kirk.
Well,
I
think there's enough people who do mourn him, Dakota, and I hope that some change does happen. I really, really do, because otherwise,
but I don't want his death to be the reason for this change.
No,
that's what I don't want.
Right. Okay. You have that right. And you should be thankful for it, because it's a right that not everybody has around the world, right?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know anymore. Like, I'm afraid to go down the street because Wednesday people were saying it was a transgendered person that shot him, you know?
Right.
Like, I have trans brothers and sisters that are getting spit on because they don't pass.
That's too bad.
Because of this shit.
Breaks my heart, Dakota. It breaks my heart for my conservative side, and it breaks my heart for the side that you're on as well.
I just don't know how you can, like, have this love for the conservative side when, like, I'm standing right here in front of you and this shit affects me. This shit hurts. And like, you still just, like, you gravitate toward that, and I know I'm never going to change your opinion, but I hope through this you kind of, like, get a better view of, like, what my community goes through. Like, it's fucking hard. Shit's scary.
I wouldn't want to be in those shoes. I wouldn't. But this podcast is to build bridges for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. 100% for sure. I think that's really all that can be said at the end of the day, you know? Like, yeah. That's why we're doing this.
We do this so that people know that it's okay to have a difference of opinion. It's okay to cry and scream and yell at each other. But at the end of the day, there's got to be some love, a little bit of love.
And if it can't be love, it can just be mutual respect. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. But other than the sad shit in the news, did you read anything funny? Like, did anything crazy happen?
But yeah, something crazy happened. Another thing here in Utah, just up the canyon from where the shooting happened, a young girl over the weekend was impaled by a rebar cord through the chest. It impaled her into her car.
So, like, was it like
right through her windshield and into her chest?
So it was like Final Destination style with the
exactly.
With the logs, it fell off a truck and impaled her.
Yeah.
Is she doing okay?
The last I heard, stable.
Stable. Okay.
But yeah, weird stuff happening in the news.
And I got, like, was it you said it was in the canyon? Was it Provo Canyon with all those crazy turns and whatnot?
It was up at the top by Deer Creek.
Okay.
So at the top of the canyon.
Did the truck in front of her or whatever was hauling the rebar, like, did it have one piece? They didn't say. It wasn't
just
like
said that she got impaled by it. Yeah, they didn't even go into any kind of detail. I'm like, I need to know some details. I need to know the full story. I need to know. Because otherwise, this is Final Destination, and whoever's next on the list needs to be notified.
Right. That movie always fucked me up. Like, the scene where the guy's trying to get out of his apartment, he'd, like, won a couple $1,000, I think on a lottery or something, and his apartment caught on fire. And all these things were happening, and, like, you could watch the death, like, try and follow him, and then he was finally climbing out of his he was using the fire escape, and he fell off the ladder, and the ladder spring broke and impaled him in the face. Do you remember that?
I only saw Final Destination 1 time.
That was the one with
and it was
the car,
too much
right?
for me. Yeah.
The car. I think it was. Yeah, I don't remember. I've watched all the Final Destinations. I don't think I've seen the newest one, 5 or 6.
Well, that just came out. It's still in theaters, right?
But I think
it was some Final Destination crap up in the canyon there.
That is wild. All right, I got one for you.
All right.
A doorbell prankster that tormented German residents turns out to be a slug.
I don't understand how that's possible.
I'm guessing, like, I haven't read the article. I saw the headline, and I was like, okay, I have to read this. So it starts with, people suspected teenagers playing Ding Dong Ditch and called police, who found animal crawling out the door panel. Is a slug an animal, or is it a bug?
I would call it a bug.
Right? That's what I would say. All right. Inhabitants of an apartment block in Bravoka, southern Germany, who called police to investigate the relentless buzzing of their doorbells late at night, were surprised to find the culprit was not a teenage prankster, as they had suspected, but a slug. The slug had been slipping up and down the doorbell panel, creating havoc in the building and tearing angry residents out of their beds along after midnight when they could not sleep after the noise. So I wonder if it's like one of those apartments, like, you think New York or a big city like that, where they have all the doorbells like right outside the apartment and you have to buzz that to get people in. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I wonder if it's like a Ring doorbell or whatever. You know what I mean?
But it's one of those all of them.
Yeah. At first they had suspected it was the so-called Kingsland, I don't know how to, this is German for something, doorbell prank, sometimes popular pastime among German youths. Ding Dong Ditch, knock a door run, or knock down ginger. Why is it knock down ginger? As it is referenced in English, it typically involves children or youths ringing a doorbell, then running away before they are caught. But when the ringing continued, it was all a slug. After the ringing continued, the arrival of 2 police officers were dispatched. The fact that no one was at the door and the motion detector had failed to activate, a closer look at the metal bell plate revealed the creepy crawler naked snail.
They had to put in the naked part?
Yeah, they did.
Can I just tell you that...
Ew, you could see the slime trail it had made as it crawled over the sensors.
That's gross.
It left a snail trail.
We put up a no soliciting sign at our house, Dakota, because I hate solicitors. I hate them. Do you get a lot of solicitors in Denver?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Even with our no soliciting sign, we still fucking get them.
So I was hiding because... they rang the doorbell just now before the podcast. And so I was hiding in the living room, and your dad was downstairs, and he came upstairs and he's like, "There's somebody at the door." I'm like, "Shh, I'm hiding."
You're like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah. He opened the door and they were standing right there. And then he was like, yeah, it was bad. It's not,
that's
good.
none of my motherfucking business.
So as a homeowner, there's a lot of homeowner stuff that needs to be done to your house. But
tell me all about it.
What do you do if you hear strange noises coming from your crawl space? What would you do?
Well, luckily, I don't have a crawl space. My whole basement was the crawl space.
Right. But if you heard something in your crawl space, what would you do?
I'd probably investigate it. It's probably like a rodent or something, right? Like just like
you would think. But this young man...
At least you would hope so.
Yeah,
at least you would hope so.
You would be wrong. So a disturbing discovery was made by cops after a homeowner reported hearing noises coming from underneath the floorboards. The strange noises, paired with unusual sightings made by neighbors, led to the arrest of a 40-year-old man in Oregon. So he had set up a house, a bed, electricity, and other items to make himself comfortable. In the crawl
space?
Mm-hmm. All in the crawl space. So someone had seen him park his car and then walk over to the complex where the houses were. And that's how they eventually caught him. They saw him sneaking in. But so the owner stated that he'd heard noises for quite some time. Isn't that bizarre?
And he never thought to investigate. He just let it go
until he couldn't let it go any longer. It's craziness.
And this dude had just set up shop.
Yep. Everything he ever wanted in a home, without the home price. Well, they also found traces of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. But that's beside the point.
You kind of expect that almost.
Almost, not even almost, definitely.
Damn. That is wild. So he had like hooked up to the electricity, like, so he's got some kind of skills. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't fuck
apparently.
with electricity in my house. Like, that's the one thing I will not fuck with in my house is electricity and poo-poo water. Like, plumbing, like, I'll install a sink. I'll do what I need to that way, but if it comes to, like, human feces, I ain't about it.
Me neither. I'm with you
Did
on
it say
that.
where he was using the restroom? Did he just have, like, a bucket, or...
It didn't say. Yeah, that's crazy. Yep. Nope.
What happens if he
Interesting.
wanted to bring someone over?
Well, he brought him to the crawl space.
He brought him to the crawl space, duh.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Technically, this beggar was a chooser, and he just chose good until it wasn't good anymore. All right. Hey, we've heard about people, like, being pulled over on lawnmowers and horses on this podcast, huh?
Yeah.
What about a bright pink child-size Barbie Jeep?
Like life-size pink Barbie Jeep?
No, like a child-size, like, you know, like the little cars you get kids and they roll around in them.
Yeah. Somebody got pulled over in a Barbie car.
Yeah, in British Columbia.
Big
It was
was
driving
this person?
What? It's an adult.
Like, I know,
Like,
but
it's a man. It's a man.
you think driving around in a pink Barbie truck would be a good idea? Is what I want to know. Like, how drunk, high, blah, 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 name it off, do you have to be to get into a pink Barbie car? Oh my gosh, it's something your father
I'd be
would
like,
do.
this is a great idea.
Yeah, I've seen your great ideas when it comes to drinking and, well, not necessarily driving, but drinking and being out.
Did I ever tell you about the time we got pulled over on a couch?
Oi, Dakota.
Remember where the karate studio was?
Yeah.
And that Taco Bell? I had a girlfriend at the time that lived over there. And her roommates, they were really big into skateboarding. So they just had broken parts of skateboards or skateboards they didn't like. And there was this one couch in the garage that was like the party couch. It was not a couch you bring inside. It was a garage couch. And we drilled in where the feet should be as skateboards. And we rode it down. We rode it down the road. Keep in mind, I'm at the time I was probably 19 or 20, hammered, and you shouldn't have been drinking. We got pulled over on a couch, and the cop was like, "I just want you guys to take it back. Like, I don't want to do any more paperwork than I have to. Just please fucking take it back." I think we were trying to go to the Taco Bell that was right there, because I had the Taco Bell that was right on that corner next to the karate studio.
Right.
Yeah, we were trying to go across the intersection in this fucking couch on skateboards.
How did you survive your youth?
I have no idea, but this gentleman was driving a motorized vehicle without a license. It's against the law, the police said.
Where's this at?
British Columbia.
Columbia? British
Columbia.
No, that's not
BC.
right.
BC.
British Columbia. Well, maybe it is British Columbia.
A man was pulled over by police after... Yeah, a man was pulled over by police after driving a child-sized pink toy Barbie Jeep along one of the main roads in the northern central BC city on September 5th. And on a day that included a hit and run involving an ambulance. Photos of the vehicle and the Barbie Jeep quickly spread online, mixing humor and disbelief. Photos captured by several witnesses show Lincoln wearing aviator sunglasses and cruising down 15th Avenue near Nicholson Street, one of the main roads, I guess. Speaking to CBC News, Lincoln said he was getting ready to go get a Slurpee with a friend, but got lazy and decided to borrow his roommate's child's tiny car to get around as his friend walked along beside him. "I never drove it before," he said while laughing. This dude looks like the kind of guy that would drive a pink truck down the road. In the images, Lincoln can be seen driving near the side of the road that's being closed for construction before turning onto an open side road. Then an unmarked police cruiser pulls him over and he's arrested.
He got That's crazy.
He got arrested because he was driving a motorized vehicle without a license.
That is
They called
too
that
much.
pink truck a motorized vehicle. Technically, if that's the case, all of the children need to be arrested.
Yes, they do. We're gonna just start arresting all the little kids in their Barbie cars.
Oh
That's
my
insane.
God. Oh, these pictures are so great.
I think it's one of those stories. You remember those stories that your little brother used to tell that it was like, it would start talking and start laughing at the same time and never actually get the whole story out because you're laughing too hard about the telling of the story.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man arrested
they made a
after
whole
driving
Grand Theft-
child-sized pink Barbie Jeep through Prince George, BC. Look at that.
You got to look through all the pictures, Mama.
Sorry, I have to take my
Oh, she's
glasses.
taking the glasses off. She's serious now.
Look at him smiling.
He looks happy as fuck, doesn't he?
He
I thought he
does.
was going to be hammered.
I can't believe they arrested him. So it says that, and this undercover unmarked police vehicle is behind me. So I roll my window down and say, "Don't let him catch you riding dirty," a reference to a phrase popularized by 2005 song, Ridin', that refers to driving while taking part in illegal activity. Oh my gosh, these are
Riding
too
dirty.
funny. Oh, I love the Grand Theft Auto remake.
Isn't that just gold?
That is pretty gold. Oh,
The look back is killing me. Does he not look like the kind of guy that would ride around in a pink Barbie truck?
yes, he does actually.
Oh, shit, that's so funny. Let that man be. Let him go get his Slurpee.
I know. If he wasn't getting alcohol, let him just go.
I know, he was chilling, minding his motherfucking business.
Well,
He
still
had
in
an
someone's
adult
Barbie.
with him. Someone was supervising him.
That's true. All right, Dakota, how much do you love your spouse?
With all my heart, there isn't anything I wouldn't do for him.
Really? Like, would you fight an 8-foot alligator?
If it was their life, yes, 100%.
What if they were just going to lose an arm?
Is it their
Would you still
left or
fight
right
for
arm?
them? Would you still fight? So
Yeah.
A lady in Florida was attacked by an 8-foot alligator, and then her and the husband and the alligator got in a tug of war with the woman, and he won.
Oh, so he was pulling.
Yeah, he was pulling, and the alligator was pulling, and he was pulling, and it severed her.
So
hand.
he
It
helped the
nearly-
alligator rip her arm off?
almost, like it almost ripped her
Oh
arm
my
and her
God.
hand off, but she was
Holy
saved.
crap.
Yay!
I mean,
yay for
I
being
wouldn't
saved.
I mean, at least you're alive to tell the tale. If you just let your partner get eaten by an alligator, what does that say about you?
Exactly. So the alligator attacked. They killed the alligator, and she's going to take the head of the alligator and mount it and put it in her ophthalmology office. She's an ophthalmologist,
Fuck yeah.
and she's like,
That is
I think
badass.
it's a good story, right? That's a good story. Like it tried to chew my arm off. I killed it and mounted it on the wall.
Well, I mean, that's what Happy Gilmore tried to do for Chubbs.
Right.
And then he killed Chubbs.
And you saw how that ended.
But holy crap. I mean, I wouldn't pull on my partner while they're getting attacked. I would jump on the alligator and like poke his eyeballs or something. I don't know. You got to go for the soft spots.
There aren't any soft spots on an alligator.
The eyeballs.
I don't even
Those are
think
soft
those
and
are soft.
squishy.
Ugh.
I'm
I
pretty
saw
sure
this
you could
lady
poke
the
an
other day on
eyeball.
Facebook. She had an allergic reaction to something, and the eyeball swelled. Have you ever seen that?
A swollen eyeball?
Yeah, it was so nasty.
I can't say that I have. Let's see.
It's crazy.
Swollen.
Because all you
Eye-
have in your eye is fluid. So to swell that up even more is to add more fluid to an already fluid situation. It's
Ew.
nasty, right?
Ooh. Eyes and teeth shit freak me out.
Mine are
I can't
teeth.
do it.
Mine are the mucus.
Because your teeth are fake.
Like,
It's not like
oh, I hate it.
mucus.
Ugh. I asked Dad if he would fight an alligator for me, and he said, "How big?" I said 8 foot, and he's like, "Well, as long as it's not 10 feet." 10
I mean,
feet
those 2
wouldn't
extra
do.
feet make a difference.
That's a lot of, that's 2 feet. That's a lot of alligator. that's, that's a lot
a
of
ton
alligator.
of fucking alligator.
That's a ton of.
Rin just said they won $20 on one of their tickets.
See, I wish they'd bring gambling to Utah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with it.
Yeah, you do. All right, you got anything else?
I do. All right. Elderly woman shoots neighbor in the face with a flare at a senior apartment community.
Why would you give a senior a flare?
Why the fuck not? They ain't got anything else to do.
Apparently shooting each other in the face is something they gotta do.
Face.
In the face!
All right. An alleged feud between two elderly neighbors turned violent when a 70...
Oh, that's awesome. I'm sorry, when little old people fight, it's so funny.
And they don't fucking let go. They know they don't they know they don't have long to live, and they're like, I'm gonna hold on to this feud for the rest of my little bit of life.
Like, if I'm gonna go to the wall on this, I'm going all the way.
It can be the dumbest shit too, and they will fucking hold on to that shit. It was all caught on camera. Doorbell footage obtained by NBC New York shows 67-year-old Richard walking his dog in the senior apartment complex and when he stops in front of the 76-year-old Kathleen's unit. Armed with a flare gun, Kathleen is seen taking aim and firing the flare at Richard's face.
In the face.
Causing him to retaliate with force by knocking Kathleen to the ground.
That's attempted murder at that age, Dakota.
Kathleen can be heard saying, "You fucking idiot, what's wrong with you?" during the scuffle.
Well, that is too much.
She was charged with assault for the incident, and she has since pled not guilty.
Well, if she has that...
Oh my gosh.
What is I think she's guilty.
What gave you that idea?
The doorbell footage.
Do you want to see the video?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, he comes and kicks her ass, whacks her on top of the head, and she's just like, what?
You're like, you just shot a flare into my face, psycho.
The whole argument started with a disagreement between the man's dog and her cat.
Oh, those old people will go to bat for their animals, man.
Yeah, they fucking will. The man claimed that the cat was upsetting his dog when she would bring the cat outside.
All right, let's see what we've got going on here.
That's how this whole situation started, because he asked her to keep her cat inside while his dog is out.
All right, I'm watching the video.
To a shocking attack on Long Island. A 76-year-old woman hauled into court today accused of shooting her neighbor in the face with a flare gun.
It happened in a gated community in West Babylon for people ages 55 and older. And the attack was caught on this Ring camera video. Investigators say the victim was walking his dog when a woman opens her door and shoots him at point-blank range. News 4's Paisley Chang live in Central ISIP, where that woman faced a judge today. Paisley.
Rana, by all accounts, these two have been at it for a while. They do not get along, and they each have filed complaints with the management company of this apartment complex that they live in. But yesterday, for some reason, it escalated to a point that became violent and shocking. The woman, like you said, fired a flare gun in the man's face, and it was all captured on home security camera.
That's the reason why you don't have... Oh my gosh. Did you see him? Boo?
Yeah, he came out swinging. Like, what else are you gonna do?
Like, he got 6 stitches
76-year-old
in his face.
Oh, did he? I didn't watch the whole video.
Yeah. She fires it in his face. He needs to get 6 stitches in his cheek and attacks her. It's been going on, the feud's been going on for years, they said.
Years? I thought it was just over the cat.
Nope. Years and years of insanity. Can you imagine?
Old people don't fuck around.
I agree there. Right, what else you got?
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. All I have to say, Dakota, is that regardless of what happens out in the world, I love you, and that will never change.
I love you too, Mama, for sure. I love you too.
The world might be crazy, but we're our own set of crazy, right? Which reminds me, drink your water and talk to your therapist.
That's absolutely right, guys. We will talk to you next week, yeah?
Yup. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye. Look at the shitter on that critter. Says, hell yeah, I suck toes.
Why?